good feedback from it, or at least feedback in general. Because I'm telling you, when I told people that we're gonna have you in the show Tuesday, lots of people excited, and not even people that have taken your class, people in general. And it's actually one of the questions I have for you. I think, of course, you're a great teacher, and people are motivated when they're in your class. But I think a lot of it too, you have a certain persona or brand to you. So I was wondering, you already touched on it, kind of the fashion aspect of it. I guess that you didn't have as much as a kid, so you want to dress this way for yourself when you're older. But do you notice that kind of like the brand that you put out and kind of what it means to you to be David Lloyd, the teacher, and look the way you do? Because I think a lot of people are impressed by that. And it makes an impact on them. It makes them, you want to take your class.
Suit makes a man.
Yeah.
So my dad wore suits every single day to work until he retired. And that's kind of where I got it from. And both my sisters have great style. My brother, sorry. But, I don't dress this way for me.
Okay.
Or for you guys. I do this for me.
Okay.
So, and I'm not worried about what other people are really thinking about me. It doesn't have anything to do with me going after my goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is how I want to be. This is how I am. And I'm not going to conform to the world. One thing I hate around here is, what are you so dressed up for? Why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing that? Anybody can do what they want, have the interests that they want.
So to kind of play off of what you were just asking, I've had quite a few questions I've been meaning to pick your brain about in regards to your startup business, which is we had so many different entrepreneurs so far talk about their experience, and everyone is unique to the individual. So what would you say that you could kind of give as a seed of something to get started for the people out there that are in the business school or the block school and looking to start their own business venture?
UMKC does not want me to say this, but if you dropped out right now, I'm serious. You have no idea what you're capable of until you try. And starting my first business was the hardest, coolest thing I've ever done. We had no idea what we were doing. And if we can do it, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. And there's really nothing you can't do. I think
most definitely.
I'm saying you're capable. If you did, you'd be okay. You're amazing. I mean, you have no idea what you can do until you're faced with it. And people they're scared of the unknown.
Yeah, that's true.
And they have self-doubt.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you break through that? Or at least how did you find yourself breaking through that?
I'm the youngest. I don't care if I look like a fool.
Okay.
I always
It's a personal thing.
I was down to try.
Okay.
And I got used to failure early and often in life. Just kind of push yourself through it. And failure is not a bad thing. People fail it or fear it because, I don't know, they want to be thought a certain way by others. I don't care what other people think. I'm doing it for me. So failure to me is, all right, I'm not going to do it like that again.
Right. Let's get back up and try it again. Wow.
So I remember you speaking in class, in multiple of your classes, talking about the different events that you put on at the beginning of your startup venture with the clothing line. Now, how would you describe that to have worked out for you? Do you think that they were successful? Do you think they were a waste of money? There are tons of people out here listening that are potentially looking to start their own business. So
I think the clothing company is probably successful to me in every single way except money. So, if I could do it all over again, I would.
You say you were trying to do it eventually.
Yeah. That's the idea. Snapchat and maybe go back to it. But we made every possible mistake you can make and be alive.
Yeah.
Here's how much clothing experience we had. Shamari worked at Dillard's for 3 months or something like that.
Wow.
I worked for Banana Republic for half of a summer to get a discount on clothes. And that was it.
Wow.
We just threw in.
Wow.
It was kind of crazy. I mean, it was on a whim. It wasn't, I wanted to do this my whole life. I wish I could say that. I love it. The events is what really got us going. Our first event was Talib Kweli and High Tech came to the store and did a set. And it got picked up by KPRS. And then there was a line around the block. Alcohol and good music. Man, this club sure has a lot of clothes. So that's kind of how we got our name. And then we started doing more events. And that's really how we did it. We didn't have any advertising budget. Our girlfriends at the time were running our social media. And that's all we had.
Wow. I kind of feel like, another thing that I've noticed is like a lot of people always think I'm not ready. Like,
Just not.
Like, they're always thinking like, whenever I get to this point, whenever I get to this age, or whenever I get this amount of money, I'm gonna do it. But now you saying that you only had like Banana Republic, like that was all the knowledge you knew, but you stepped into it.
We had a third of the amount of money they told us we needed. to start with. We had no experience. If you know David and Shamar, you just take one look at us and say, this is going to be a short meeting. So, just do it. And I'm not measuring myself by anybody else's measuring.
Yeah, come on.
Society tells me to do something by this age or that age or whatever. I'm not.
Wow.
So, what would you say is the best tip that you could give to entrepreneurs out there that are looking to start getting into networking?
Oh, okay. Well, go out there and get out of your comfort zone immediately. When you go to a networking event, you beeline to the bar, get your free alcohol, and you go talk to the people you already know, which completely goes against the point of going to a networking event. So get out of your comfort zone, go to as many things as possible. Other people there, they want you to say hi. That's why they're there also. Just be polite, hide your fear.
Yeah.
And once you do it once or twice, it's over. All of my jobs, every single one, not been because of my grades. I was never the smartest or the most privileged. We're not wealthy. It was because of people I know.
Yeah.
This job.
Yeah.
All of them. Every job.
Is it like a certain, because I remember the first class I took with you, we did a lot of that, a lot of kind of introducing each other to all our classmates one by one, the whole introducing interview type of style. But I personally, for example, I would say I struggle a little bit with like the small talk side of it.
Yeah.
And I do think I talked to you about it, and I told you, I don't think I'm so great. If you told me, you got to try more, like multiple attempts. Maybe it's like a skill that you develop. Do you think it's a skill that you can develop, or like is it like a trial and error thing?
When we're born, how many of us can talk something?
I don't think I'm
No one. It's learned for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you talk about, this politician has to get the gab, but they're so smooth or whatever. I don't think so. I think people can be more eloquent than others.
Yeah, that's
more
true.
polished than others, but I don't know. Never be afraid. It's your voice.
Yeah.
And do you have the people's question? Yeah, I'm gonna fire right now. Do you have any swag hacks? Cause I've asked you before, like, I don't know about you, but I wish I could dress like you. But I don't know if it's on my
you
budget.
said swag hacks?
Yeah, swag hacks. So I don't know if there's. Do you have a place for the people to go, especially maybe college students, or what do you think? Maybe
I think it's all the confidence.
When I was in college, I was broke, baby broke.
So do you look as fresh, or?
I was trying to.
Okay.
And so
exactly.
I was borrowing, and I was hitting up secondhand stores, but not the ones that everybody hits around me, like Westwood. I would go out to Blue Springs where no one touches it. I would go out to Lawrence or something like that. I used to wear a napkin as my pocket square. I used to wear a large tie clip, paper clip for my tie clip.
Yeah.
And I used to wear my grandmother's brooches as flowers. And you guys see me roll my pants.
Yes, that's the thing.
It's the little details. I think that's really what it is.
Yeah.
So I roll my pants because when I was a kid, I would get jeans that were too long because of the hand-me-downs.
Wow.
Me too.
And so I just started doing it.
Wow.
And then I just kind of kept it. And when I was maybe 26, I broke all three ankle bones in my left ankle. And so I was starting to wear stuff with a pad. You guys know I don't wear socks. I know it's gross.
Yeah.
So I needed something
We don't need to know that.
to pad my ankle in case I hit something. And so rolling my pants, just, I don't know. I was doing it.
Yeah. Okay. I want to. Where do we see David Lloyd in 10 years? Like, what are you looking forward to? What do you envision for yourself going forward?
Hopefully, I'd like to be alive in the Midwest.
Yes.
Making a difference, doing something.
Yeah.
I got a lot of things on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I want to direct a movie. I want to write a book. I want to. Honestly, I'm living my dream though.
Yeah.
Teaching. This is all I need.
Yeah. Because I feel like
else is great.
I feel like you were getting started. Because I definitely I know you're getting started. And I'm just like happy that I got to meet you at this stage.
For sure. Actually, I'm just like the students. I'm looking for a job. I'm excited and slightly terrified all at the same time. But it's gonna be okay.
Yes.
And your next job doesn't define you. Your GPA doesn't define you. All that stuff doesn't define you. So I'm not worried about it. I think so.
I think students need to hear what you just said. Your GPA does not define you. Because it's hard to even know that, like, a lot of people go down everyday face now because of the GPA, and they feel like no one's gonna hire me, no one is gonna ever accept me because of my GPA. But before they came to school, they didn't have the GPA. But now you get defined by this one. There's two numbers, 3.0, 4.0, or whatever. But the thing that gets me is like you even saying that being a professor, it's like, okay, this is real, And most times, I believe that the things that make a difference in the world is not the things that are normal. This is that you decide to do. Like you teaching the way you teach, that's making a difference. Because if I've never had a class like your class, and I'll be honest with it. And me seeing you the first day, it was an inspirational, like an inspirational speech you gave. It wasn't even like you were like, go get what you want to get. I'm like, is this a law class or is this YouTube? Or we were YouTube right now?
People telling me like, go take his class. I'm like, hold on, what does he teach first? It was just like, don't even worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't
get to know him.
That's what they said to me.
And I was not gonna say, I had your textbook too. You gave me a textbook. First day, you gave me a textbook. I have to say that I'm studying every time, and I study it. I read it. But it's like being able to see that your professor cares about you so much that he actually gives you his own textbook for you to learn. Like he actually wants you to learn. It's not just taking class and getting a grade, you know. And do you ever feel like you've made an impact so far? You feel like you made an impact to the students' lives? Because it's one thing for us to see it from our perspective, but in your perspective, have you ever had a time when you think, yeah, I've done something different for people?
I think I've been blessed enough to have a lot of friends, and I keep in touch with a lot of students. So after the class is over, it doesn't have to end. If students don't want it, most of them do. You know, it doesn't have to. So a lot of students, you know, as soon as that class is done, we're peers, and we bounce ideas. We go shoot the breeze, and go talk about business ideas. Sure. I want to help. I've helped former students start businesses. I don't know, get out of DUIs. I've done a lot.
Wow.
Is that an ad?
Absolutely.
If you were sitting, you have a DUI coming here. But man. So I've seen a class where you play piano, and that's why we were like,
most definitely. That's
we want to get you to play piano for like probably 3 minutes because it's like 6:41.
Let the people
3 minutes.
Yeah, let it.
The Lord in the building, man.
For a second, I was like, does he
Let him know. Let him know.
Let him know. This is live, y'all. In the studio. Fire it up.
Told y'all.
Professor David Lloyd playing live in the studio. Shout out to the law school. One time. I feel like I want to rap right now.
You spit some bars, Zeke.
Spit some bars.
I can't curse on there, can I?
I feel you.
Get to your meals.
Okay.
Two counts.